5 minutes of awkwardly staring at the camera, I finally got over it. It's always so weird to not be recording for a while and then get back in front of the camera. It's just awkward. Yeah, and even describing it makes it even more awkward. So basically I've been missing for a month, which I totally apologize, that time period. I know that's so long and pathetic. Keegan and I, pretty much I think 2 days after LA IMATS, Keegan, Lane, and I drove up to the Panhandle to spend time with the family. A couple days after being here, we celebrated my birthday, and then 2 days after that, my sister-in-law and mother-in-law and I and a family friend flew to Paris and spent a week in Paris and London. So we were so busy there really was no time to film a video or edit a video or anything like that, which was poor planning on my part. I should have had some things done and put to the side, but epic fail, I know. And then after arriving back home, not even a week after, we flew to New Mexico. We lost Keegan's grandfather, which was really depressing. We know he's in a better place now, but yeah, that's why I've been gone forever. It's just been a really hectic month. So I decided to come back with a favorites video. I don't know, favorites videos are usually my favorite. They're just easy to watch, fun to film. It's an easy way to see if there's some new products out there that you're willing to try or that just haven't really heard of yet. I honestly haven't done too much, well, really any shopping this past month, so I don't really have anything that new, but maybe some of them will be new for you guys. So yeah, favorites of, I guess, June and July, since I haven't filmed one since May. It's actually from Million Dollar Tan. This is the Cabana Tan Extreme. I was really excited when I was walking around IMATS. One of the girls from the companies came up and gave me one of these, which I was really excited about because I had left my other bottles back home in Orlando. They had sent me a bottle a while ago and had been using it religiously, and then I totally forgot to pack it with me. So this was really exciting because it's a smaller size, but this is probably my favorite sunless tanner as of right now. Before, I was obsessed with Fake Bake, which I do really still like. However, this lotion I feel like lasts the longest compared to any other sunless tanner that I've used. The only thing that some of you guys may be thrown off by is I think we've been getting used to the whole sunless tanner that has that olivey green tone. That way you can see exactly where you're putting it. This has a slight green tone, but for the most part I'd say it's more of like a dirty white color, but it's still easy to tell because once you rub it in, it turns kind of an opaque white, so then you can see exactly where it's going and then it just melts into your skin. The spray version has more of a warm vanilla smell. It reminds me a lot of Victoria's Secret warm vanilla, or is that Bath & Body Works? No, I'm thinking of Victoria's Secret Vanilla Lace. The spray version has a really like strong vanilla smell that I love. This one just kind of has no fragrance, kind of like a clean no smell, but I really do love this. I actually just exfoliated in the shower and put on a new layer. It takes about either 6 to 8 or 5 to 8 hours to kind of show its color, so it doesn't show up right away. However, I feel like that sunless tanner compared to all of my other ones, it doesn't have any transfer. I can put that on right before bed and hop into like a white blanket or white sheets and I know nothing's gonna rub off. So I really do like that. The girls who created this did a really great job. So if you're looking for a good sunless tanner, definitely recommend Million Dollar Tan. And like I said, this one is in the Cabana Tan Extreme. I have the other version as well, but I feel like for me, I get more color out of this one. I suppose if you're really fair, you could probably skip the extreme and just do the normal version. The next favorite is actually something that I purchased from IMATS. If you're wondering if I did an IMATS haul or anything like that, I went to IMATS with Tracy and Stephanie from 11th Gorgeous. It was a blast. I was so excited. I already missed them. I think we're kind of planning a reunion for October. But yeah, if you're looking for a haul, we did do a haul on their channel, which I'm sure most of you guys have already seen. But one of the products, oh my god, now I can't get it open, I purchased was an INGLOT quad. Originally I thought I was gonna get a really big palette, but I don't know, it gets really overwhelming when you're sitting there and you see like the spectrum of colors they have. It's really hard to choose, but I've been obsessed with purple eyes lately. I don't know, I feel like...
Ew, what is that? I have like mascara.
I feel like with my brown eyes, the purple really helps them pop. I got 2 shimmery shades and 2 matte shades. I really like the packaging. I actually took this to Paris with me, although I really didn't wear that much makeup. Packaging stays really tight, so you don't have to worry about like your shadows popping out or breaking or anything like that. They're a lot more durable than like the MAC palettes or anything. And I do like that it's magnetized, so it really stays in. Just like everyone says, they are incredibly pigmented. Another product that I picked up from IMATS was a whole bunch of red cherry lashes. These are the ones that I'm wearing right now as well. They're just the number, I guess, DW Demi Wispies. The band on these are so thin, it has that kind of invisible band, so you really don't feel them. I hate whenever, even like after I trim my lashes, sometimes I'll feel them in the corners of my eyes when I blink. And I don't know, these ones, I don't get that at all. The band isn't stiff at all. It's incredibly flexible. I know there's several sites where you can order red cherry lashes. If I find the link, I'll go ahead and post it down below for you guys. The next product is Bioderma. This is one thing that I knew I wanted to pick up when I was in Paris. Unfortunately, I really didn't buy anything while I was in Paris or England. I bought this and like 3 nail polishes and a toothbrush. That was pretty much all I bought for myself. I was just so overwhelmed. It was hard to pick. London was really expensive. The conversion rate for us, like in US dollars, was not good at all. So I pretty much just got a whole bunch of stuff for Keegan Landon, but this was something I went to Paris knowing I wanted. I wish I would have bought a bigger bottle, but I know it's something I can order. This is the Bioderma. Okay, it's all in French. But basically it's just a makeup remover. This one is the Creline H2O. I have no idea what that means. But basically they have another one for sensitive skin. I think this was just for the regular. I forget how much. This was around €5. But yeah, it's a little bottle, but it's lasted a long time. I really like how just clean and fresh it feels. It doesn't leave a greasy residue at all. It doesn't really take off like mascara very well, but I think it's meant more for just like face because there's really not any oil. Well, I'm sure there's some oil in it, but it just doesn't leave any greasy residue. Like I'd be fine just rubbing this on my face before I went to bed and going to sleep if I was like that tired and didn't want to take my makeup off. But usually I'm not that lazy. But yeah, I really do love this. I know you can order the really big bottles on Amazon. There goes one of the favorites. Another makeup remover that I've been using like crazy. This is actually from Equate, which is just Walmart's generic brand. I think this is supposed to be copying, yeah, compared to Olay Regenerous Micro, wow. Compared to Olay Regenerous Micro Exfoliating Wet Cleansing Cloths. This one came with 30 cloths, and I believe this was, it was under $5 for sure. I absolutely love these. I can rub these on my eyes. It'll take off my waterproof mascara without burning my eyes, making it feel like I put like acid into my eyeballs or anything. These are really nice and refreshing. However, I don't know, I can never just use a makeup wipe and go to bed. Like something about it, I still have to wash my face, which I mean, you're supposed to. But yeah, I really do like these. As you can see, I've used pretty much all of them. I probably have like 5 in there left. But yeah, if you wear waterproof mascara, these do take it off. It doesn't take it off right away. You kind of have to hold it and rub it a tiny bit, but it does get all of the makeup residue off. One more product that I picked up when I was in Paris was this tiny Max Factor Max Effect mini nail polish. It is in the shade Fantasy Fire. I love it. It's like a purple jelly base, but then it has like crazy duochrome. There's like red glitters in it when you hold your nails one way, and then when you hold it the other, you kind of get this really pretty turquoise shade. I know Max Factor used to be sold in the US. I don't think it is anymore, but I'm sure you can order this online somewhere. I think this was like actually I lied. I got this when I was in London. I think this was like £3 or so, maybe, yeah, 3 or 4 pounds. But I just picked this up at Boots, so I'm sure you can maybe place an order on Boots or I believe superdrug.com. Another makeup product is from MAC, which I know I kind of did this whole testing with MAC foundations. All of them made me break out, but my sister-in-law has been using this MAC Studio Moisture Tint. I used a tiny bit of hers. It was light on me, but I really liked the finish of it. I liked that it was light, but still gave like lightweight, but still gave a nice coverage. So once we came back into the States, I bought a tube, and this is just the MAC Studio Moisture Tint. It has SPF 15, and I got mine in a medium plus. You get 1.3 ounces. I think this was like $28 or $32, something like that. I don't know. I'm sure lots of you guys have used this, but I don't know. I was really pleasantly surprised by this, and you really only need a tiny bit. I've been using this, and I'm kind of embarrassed to show you my beauty blender right now. I need to wash it, but I did recently purchase the beauty blender, well, I guess about 3 weeks ago, and I've been loving it. I just use my Studio Moisture Tint and apply it with my beauty blender, and I just feel like it gives a really nice, lightweight, but flawless finish. Okay, one more makeup product is from NYX. This is the matte bronzer. I picked mine up, or I ordered mine in Deep. I believe you guys saw the haul if you watched my NYX haul. However, I wasn't using it at first just because I was really pale, but after using the Sunless Tanner and going to the beach, I've gotten more color on my face, so this looks better. It doesn't look crazy. I know in the pan it looks really dark. You do have to use a light hand with it, otherwise you'll walk out looking like Snooki or JWoww, which I don't think anyone wants. But yeah, it is dark, but it blends in really nicely. There is a lighter shade, however, that one was more orangey rather than a brown. One is like going up and down. I can't make up its mind. Okay, my last 2 favorites. This one is actually a product. This I actually purchased when I was in LA. Tracy, Stephanie, and I had really wanted a scarf from, was it BCBG? Yeah, I think it was BCBG, the scarf that like everyone and their mother has. I don't know why we decided we wanted that one, and we walked in, and once I saw it in person, I wasn't as crazy about it. It was like, the design was really pretty. However, I felt like the material didn't feel as good, so then I kind of skipped on it. We walked into Aldo, and then I found this scarf. So all three of us actually ended up purchasing it. I love it. I don't know, it reminds me of like crazy parrots or something, like a bird of paradise pattern, but it is huge. I have mine knotted right now, but it is a massive scarf. I would say it's probably like 2 to 3 times the size of the other scarf we were gonna get. And it was actually on sale for either $18 or $19. I think it was normally like $25, but it's just so bright. It looks so pretty with a white tank or a black shirt, anything like that. But it's a perfect little summery, springy scarf. Like Landon could I could probably use this guy as a blanket. It's massive, but it's just really pretty. I'm not sure if it's still on the website. We picked ours up in store, but I'll go ahead and check online. If they do have it, I'll leave a link straight to the scarf right down below for you guys. Last favorite of the month is a book. My sister-in-law and I have been reading books like crazy. We've all been getting the same ones, like either on our Kindles or just buying them. But we both read Divergent, I don't know. I actually read this one in like 2 or 3 days while we were on the plane and traveling. And then I read the second one once we got back home in a day. Like, we were reading it at night and I couldn't put it down. I guess the third one doesn't come out until like fall of 2013, which annoys me. That's ridiculous. But if you're really into the whole dystopian society type books, I would really recommend this. I know I'm 25 and reading it in young adult books, but whatever, don't judge me. It's really good. I'm not really gonna go into it just because I know there's like a million reviews out there. Half of you guys have probably already read it, but yeah. Keegan said this little design reminded him of the Hunger Games, which I guess kind of. I may actually like this more than the Hunger Games though. I don't know, I really, really liked this book. So yeah, that's it for my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I really apologize for not getting a video up sooner, but it's just been crazy. Now that everything's over, I really want to get in the habit of making 2 videos a week. I didn't bring my tripod, so my DSLR is like balancing on a gorilla pod, like wrapped around a tub of moisturizer. So yeah, it's rigged up nicely, but I don't really like the angle it's at. Also, many of you guys have been asking me about the giveaway winner for the little Spider-Man nail polishes. I did pick a winner, however, a total idiot, and I left the prize back in Orlando. I think we're going back on the 14th. So I will go ahead, just whenever we get home, I'll go ahead and put the winner, and I think I'm gonna mail something a little extra out just because I feel so bad. That should have been sent out weeks ago, but I left it. So I do apologize. Other than that, if you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. I think I'm gonna go ahead and post some pictures from our London and Paris trip on my Facebook page. If you don't follow me on that, I'll leave that down below as well. I need to get better about checking up on that. You can also always find me on Twitter at lollydolly128. As always, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.